Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today our topic will be the accusative case. The accusative case in German, we are saying accusativ. Now, in English it's very different. We don't have the accusative case, and I will try to teach you the accusative case. On the right side you can see the nominative case. First of all, we must learn the nominative case, and we have in German articles. We have the certain articles, and they are der, die, das, and the plural die. In English we are saying we have only one article. It's very easy in English. We are saying to every noun the. But in German we have four different kinds of article. The first article is the der article. The der article we are using always for masculine persons. For example, for the man, it's der Mann. And die article we are using always for feminine persons. For example, the mother, we are saying die Mutter. After that we have das. Das article we are using for neutrum persons. For example, the child. We don't know the gender, that's why we are using always das Kind. And here in the plural form, when we are doing a noun in the plural form, we are using always the article die. But it's like der, die, das means the, but how can we say a? In the nominative case, when the certain article is der and when you want to say a, we are using always ein. And when we want to do the noun into the negative, then we are using always kein. In the die, we are using always eine and keine. Das, we are using always ein and kein. And in the plural form die, we don't have a, because you can't say a cars. That's why we don't use the ein here or the eine. And when we want to do the negative, when we want to do the noun to the negative form, we are using always keine. Now on the left side I wrote some examples. In the nominative case I use always blue, and in the accusative case I use always the red color. In this case, the first sentence is Das ist der Käse. This sentence is always in the nominative case, because you can see that in this sentence there is no action or there is no movement. You are only saying this is the cheese. And that's why we are using always the nominative case, and we don't change the article of the noun. But what about the accusative? In the accusative case, when you want to use the accusative case in German, we are changing the articles. How we are changing them, I wrote it on the right side. Here in the nominative, when we are saying der, we are changing it to den. When you want to say ein, we are changing it to einen. It's very easy because we are adding only an I and N behind of ein. And after that, when we are saying kein, we are saying keinen. The others stays in the same way. In this case, die stays as die, eine, keine und keine. Das, ein, kein und kein. Die, nothing is here empty, keine und keine. But how we can understand if the sentence is in the accusative case? On the left side, I wrote one example. Ich kaufe den Käse. Here you can see that the nominative article is der Käse. Here it's very important. When you are learning the nouns, you must learn the certain article with them. Please try to learn the certain article with the nouns together, because in German we don't have 100% rule which noun goes to which article. Here, ich kaufe den Käse. I am buying the cheese. I buy the cheese. Here you can see kaufen. There is a movement, and the kaufen here, the verb affects directly the noun, and we are changing the article of the noun. The certain article is there, that's why we must change the noun's article to den. Here, as you can see, der, we are changing to den. In this case, den means here the cheese. Ich kaufe den Käse. Here, kaufen, to buy something. What you are buying? You are buying the cheese. That's why der Käse, we must change it to den Käse. In the second example here we can see, das ist eine Lampe. This is a lamp. And here in the accusative case we can say, ich suche eine Lampe. I am searching a lamp. Now the blue one is the nominative case, because there is no movement, there is no action. You are saying only this is a lamp. But in the second sentence it's in the accusative case, because you are searching the lamp, there is a movement, and the verbs affecting directly the noun. That's why eine Lampe is, in this case, the article is die Lampe, and die stays as die, but you want to say a. That's why we are using die, eine, and in the accusative case, it stays what it is, like die and eine. Here in the third example, we can see, da ist das Kind. There is the child. There is the child. There is no action. You only describe the child and you are saying, there is the child. It's in the nominative case. And the child's article is das. But in the second sentence, ich suche das Kind. I'm searching the child. Suche is affecting directly the noun, and the noun here is in the accusative. And the accusative object is das Kind, because suche is directly affecting the noun. But das stays as das in the accusative case. We don't change it. The third thing is what important here, the why questions. You can find the accusative object when you're asking with was, this means what, and with wen. Wen means who. And when you want to find the accusative object, you must ask was for things and wen for persons. Let us try it. In this sentence, for example, ich kaufe den Käse. I am buying the cheese. Now the cheese is not a person, it's a food, it's a thing in this case. Then we are asking always with the why question, was. In this case we are asking, was kaufst du? What are you buying? And the answer here in this case, we will see it's the accusative object, den Käse. Den Käse is the accusative object, and the second one, ich suche eine Lampe. Eine Lampe is a lamp. In this case, we are asking with was. Was suchst du? The answer is eine Lampe. The third example, ich suche das Kind. Kind. It's not a thing, it's a person. That's why we are asking with wen. Wen suchst du? The answer is das Kind. I'm searching the child. Now, okay, we did certain article with der, die, das. We did with ein, eine. What about kein? It's very easy. You can change directly here when you want to say this is a lamp. When you are adding the letter key here, das ist keine Lampe, then you are doing the noun negative. This is not a lamp. This is not a lamp. Keine Lampe. And here, in this case, when you are adding here, when you want to do the sentence in a negative way, then you are deleting the certain article and you can directly say, da ist kein Kind. It's very easy. I hope you understand it, but of course we have some exceptions. Now, when we want to use the accusative case, we must learn verbs. And some verbs, you will think like in English, it's not the accusative case, but yes. For example, we have verbs like haben, mögen, kaufen, suchen, and they are always taking the accusative case. Right now I will clean the board and I will write you some verbs that are taking the accusative case. Hello, and I am back. I wrote some verbs that are always taking the accusative case. Here we can see the first verb, it's haben. Haben means in English to have. And haben takes always the accusative case. I know that haben is not like it's affecting the noun, or it's not like an action, a movement, but haben is an exception. When you are seeing haben, you must use always the accusative case. And here is the example sentence, ich habe Bruder. Here in this case you said, I have brother, but I want to say, I have a brother. When we want to say, I have a brother, we must look at the noun. What is the nominative case article of Bruder? Brother. It's a masculine person, and that's why it's der. But we must change the sentence to the accusative case, and you want to say a. In this case, we are looking here. Der is the ein is a. In the accusative case here, we are saying den and einen. That's why we must write here einen. Ich habe einen Bruder. I have a brother. Because of haben. And the next one is brauchen. Brauchen means to need something. This example sentence is du brauchst Käse. Käse means cheese. And the article of Käse, the nominative article, is der Käse. For the salad. Salat is der Salat, the article. Here in this case, you need the cheese. The cheese in this case, der, we are changing it to den, because I want to say the. And here, for the salad, für den Salat. Now, brauchen here is directly affecting the cheese. And here it's a little bit, it's a movement. That's why we are doing here the accusative case. Here, für den Salat, for the salad. Here it's a little bit different because für is a preposition, and after für we are using always the accusative case, but I will teach you this a little bit later, the prepositions. Mögen, the third verb. Mögen means to like something, and it's an irregular verb. When we are conjugating it, it is changing. Let us see the example sentence. Er mag Brot. Brot is bread, and the article of Brot is das Brot. But I wanted to say er mag, he doesn't like the bread. That's why I must do the noun negative. And I must use kein. Er mag kein Brot, because it's das Brot. And das is here in this case, it stays what it is as das. And we are using kein, because we want to do it in the negative way. Here, essen. Essen means to eat. And it's an irregular verb as well when we are conjugating essen. Sie isst jeden Tag Sandwich, right? This is das Sandwich, and das stays as das in the accusative case. Sie isst jeden Tag das Sandwich. Here, trinken. Trinken means to drink, right? To drink. I drink coffee. The coffee article is der Kaffee. And we are changing it. I want to say a coffee. That's why I said ich trinke einen Kaffee. Einen Kaffee. We are doing this to the accusative case because trinken is to drink and it's affecting directly the coffee. And der we are changing to den, and after that to einen. Finden, to find. Ich finde süß das Kind. It's a neutrum, that's why the certain, the nominative article is das, and das stays as das. Now here, I find, right? I find the child sweet. Ich finde das Kind süß. Finden means to find, and it's always taking the accusative case. Machen, machen means to make or to do in German, in English. Ich mache Hausaufgaben. Hausaufgaben are the homeworks, and it's in the plural form. Die Hausaufgaben. And here we can see that in the nominative case, die stays as die. And they are saying, I'm doing the homeworks. Ich mache die Hausaufgaben. Machen is to do and to make. Kaufen is to buy. Here, ich kaufe Tasche, the bag, and Kleid, the dress. Now in this case, Tasche, it's end with E, and it has the article die Tasche. And when we want to say die, we doesn't change the article in the accusative case. Ich kaufe die Tasche und das Kleid, das stays as das in the accusative case. Often is directly affecting here the nouns. That's why we are changing it. It's a movement, it's an action. You are doing something. That's why we are using the accusative case. Besuchen. Besuchen means to visit. Here in this case, my father, mein Vater besucht Mann. Mann means the man, and it has the article der Mann. But I want to say a man, that's why I must change the article here to the accusative case. And we are changing der to den, but I want to say a man, and that's why I'm doing einen Mann. Here, my father visits a man. Mein Vater besucht einen Mann. Besuchen directly affects the man. You must change the article here. Now, let us repeat the phonetic. Haben. Ich habe einen Bruder. Brauchen. Du brauchst den Käse für den Salat. Mögen. Er mag kein Brot. Essen. Sie isst jeden Tag das Sandwich. Trinken. Ich trinke einen Kaffee. Finden. Ich finde das Kind süß. Machen. Ich mache die Hausaufgaben. Kaufen. Ich kaufe die Tasche und das Kleid. Besuchen. Mein Vater besucht einen Mann. I hope you liked the video and please subscribe my channel if you like the video and don't forget to write comments. Tschüss, liebe Leute.